ask if Ed felt ready to read something. Yeah? Okay. This is a very special guest, Ed Askew, and he's got some poems to read.
Stroke recently, so my balance is different. You can hear?
Hearing good?
Yeah.
I'm going to try these other glasses, eh? These are from a chat book. I never tell what they call them, chat book or chat book. Chat book.
Yeah.
I always thought they should be called a chat book. So this is from a collection of poems. I don't write poems a lot. I just write once in a while I'll write one. And this is from a couple of years ago. Like 70, whatever it is. Says 2017. Yeah, I need a little more.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Can't really see this.
I can hold it down like this. Is that good?
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Ever since you left, I feel I had lost something. Like the keys had gone missing. Or I missed the last train, and now what am I going to do? But when I walked you to the train and waved goodbye, I knew you would be back. Maybe. I mean, if that's what happens. Anyway, as I told a friend, I had been pleasantly surprised by unexpected events. I remember my father bringing home the first, this is a long time ago, the first, or maybe the second TV on our block. It was a large wooden block, mahogany, I think, with this tiny screen and the biggest magnifying glass I'd ever seen attached to the front. It was not long after, a few years, me and my friends heard about something called rock and roll. We knew it was good because some people were trying to make it against the law. I scattered the shards of bittersweet chocolate all over my desk, trying to cut neat slices from the large brown lump I placed on the plate. Sometimes picking up the pieces is not so easy after breaking something precious like a connection one had felt with another person. It is better to go slow, maybe, in some circumstances, even if everyone does not get their way. Okay, I used to play an instrument called the tipple, which is like, this is a Martin tipple. It's about this big. It's like a guitar, a small guitar with 10 strings. and I lost it at one point, and then I got it back. He put down the tipple, annoyed by the weight of the new wood case he had been carrying around, and sat on a bench while waiting for the train to New York, I think. And I think that is true. It is true that we are sometimes punished for our idiotic thoughts and moods. For when the train arrived, he just stood up and entered the train, leaving the tipple behind. Now, some 22 years later, when I wrote the poem, I had apparently been forgiven for this momentary lapse by someone who never knew he was ever annoyed, never knew I was ever annoyed by the weight of the tipple in case, because that lovely man who was the one who found the lost tipple has tracked it down and returned it. I think I've got mine. Yeah, I'm referring to he. I'm referring to myself as he. Something I tried not to do later on, like writing about a poem about myself and referring to the he. It seems later on I realized that was sort of like dishonest. Anyway, the guy found the tipple, and I had an article in Fretboard magazine about how I started playing the tipple, and a friend of this man saw the article, and so they called me up, and I went down to Midtown one day. This is 22 years later. Went down to Midtown, and this man came out in a suit, dressed out of an office, and handed me my tipple. Poor people shouldn't have luxuries like computers and telephones, bank accounts, curtains on windows, soft seats, swing sets, shadows, healthy appetites, meals out, meals on wheels, takeout, apple pie. Poor people should go to work in closed factories, foreclosed homes, affordable housing at $20,000, minimum income eligibility. Poor people shouldn't have nice apartments, backyards, cars, babysitters, jobs. Okay, one more poem. Neither regressive nor passive be. Waiting for this poem is like waiting for you. I walked around looking for you. I have thought, here I am looking for you. And I have thought I might find you here in Grand Central Station, waiting for trains, sitting on steps or sitting on trains, waiting to go. Thank you.